Hi, Patrick Dillon again, CEO of Wise Digital Partners. I'm sitting down with my Director of Operations, who also happens to be in charge of the SEO department, Carlo Victa. Carlo, I thought of a fun, thing that we could do here is I just want to ask you 5 rapid fire questions related to elements I know of a successful SEO strategy. So is that okay with you? I'm just going to fire away.
Fire away.
All right, perfect. So what are your thoughts around what do we have to think about when it comes to website structure or sitemap and that outcome on SEO?
A good sitemap is the foundation for strong SEO efforts. You want to make sure that you've got pages representing all the different parts of your business, your services and products that you offer, even the locations you serve. And so it is really important. The more specific you can get with the content you display on your website, the better, quite honestly.
And individual pages really matter, right? Like you can't put all your services on a one page of the website and expect that's going to help in any way, shape, or form when it comes to SEO efforts.
Exactly. One page per service, and in some cases, you can even break it down from there.
All right, next. I want to ask about directory listings. What are directory listings and what sort of impact does that have on the SEO efforts?
Good question. Directory listings. So even beyond Google, there's a number of websites that your business could be found on. Yelp is a good example of one of them, right? Well, it really is important to, for one thing, get your NAP data straight. What is NAP? Name, address, phone number. At the end of the day, are there variations out there? Are you putting forth is there conflicting information? You want that consistent. And then beyond that, we want to optimize your profiles on various listing sites to ensure that you're getting found. And again, it sends strong signals to Google as well to help you rank better there.
Got it. And in fact, at Wise Digital, I think we were analyzing this last month. We're now managing 42 different business directories for most of our clients, especially the local clients. That can have a massive impact on a business. So thanks for that. Carlo, next question as it relates to SEO. What is duplicate content? And what negative impact can it have on a business online?
A lot of times if you're a business owner managing a website, you lose track of the kinds of content that's found on your site. And so when you've got multiple pages that are covering the same topic, or maybe you published an old version of a page before and just left it around, that's not going to be good for SEO. The important thing is to have, again, one strong page devoted to a subject specifically. And if you've got duplicate content issues, there are various ways of dealing with that, but you're going to want to go to an expert that can properly assess. Maybe we need to redirect some pages to that one good new page. There's other ways we can deal with it, but it has to be dealt with for sure.
Okay, Carlo, I want to add in something there about duplicate content because on the sales and strategy side of the business where I play, we've seen so many competitors out there in so many different industries who, in mortgage, for example, mortgage is one of our top verticals. There's 2 companies that all they do is produce, websites for their clients. And these are hundreds, if not thousands of clients for each of these companies in the mortgage space. I won't name them, but literally all they do is set up exact same websites for all of their clients with all the exact same duplicate content. I mean, you could copy and paste any section of any sentence on any page of those websites, put it in a Google search, and you'll have hundreds and hundreds of other websites using the exact same content. How can that hurt a business?
It can hurt it a lot. Let me just say it like that. I used to work at an agency that would just manufacture these random websites along their existing website online. That is not good. It's better to have a consolidated presence online, one domain to rule them all, one website. And again, maybe you have some subdomains. Maybe you have some things off that main site, but I can't tell you how many businesses we've looked at, right, where some random website created a long time ago, that's going to hinder your rankings on Google.
Okay, next question. Carlo, what impact do reviews and the review space in general have on a business's SEO outcomes?
Remember that Google is looking for 3 things when determining whether to rank a website highly. Are you an expert? Are you an authority? Are you trustworthy? Great reviews, quality of reviews and quantity of reviews speak to all of those three things. And as you might expect, it's very, very important. Even within Google itself, within your Google business profile, businesses that have better reviews across the web, that have more reviews, are more likely to rank highly. And not just for Google, but for users. At the end of the day, what good is it if you're visible to people and yet at the same time, there's questions about the trustworthiness of this business?
You know, in that way, Google really operates like humans. And I think in a lot of ways, Google was designed to think like and operate like humans. The data on reviews is that the average person, 90% of people trust online reviews more than a recommendation, a personal recommendation from a friend. And Google, knowing this data, I think, you know, really brings that into their ranking, their signals and algorithms.
I'll say this again, reviews is just one part of the equation. It's just one factor that can help, but business owners ignore that to their own peril.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, last question in the rapid fire series. The fifth question is, you know, what is Google My Business or the Google profile, and how more important today is that than 3-5 years ago?
I like to say if you want to get Google's attention, it helps to play in Google's playground. Yeah. And part of that playground, if you want to look at the swing set there, Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google My Business, some people may have heard of that. It's really, really important, honestly, for business owners to engage there. There's so much you can do that we can do to optimize that profile, much more than just collecting reviews even, the kinds of keywords you use there. Within the business description, there's a thing called Google Posts that you can leverage. And there's also building out product and service categories. There's so much there, and we found that engaging with that stuff, as we do with our SEO efforts, will go a long way towards helping improve your rankings.
Carlo, I started learning a little bit more about the Google profile and Google My Business and the amount of stuff that you can set up and optimize within that profile. What's your guess on how long it would take to really thoroughly and properly set up a Google profile for a business?
That's a good question. I think I can answer that in two ways, right? Because there is an initial setup that would need to be done. One, do you have a Google business profile at all? Maybe you have one, maybe you need to claim it. Maybe there's some fundamental info that we need to just make sure is accurate. So there's that, but there's also the sense of requiring ongoing optimizations, whether it's through the form of Google Posts, which is essentially social media, where we can put out a content on the regular that again demonstrates to Google and to users changes in your business, blog posts that were written, we can spotlight that. So there is a sense in which this is not a one-time situation. It pays to be in there on the regular and have a checklist of optimizations we can run through each month.
Got it. Great. Appreciate that. This was really helpful. Thanks again, Carlo.